So grateful to be with you in this. I say Sat Nam every time so that we can really remember that we are that truth and that that's where we can connect. And that if I can serve you, then that means that you will serve the people that you serve better in your life, that you'll have more energy, more clarity, more connection, and more powerful intention, right? So we're going to deal with self-identity today, which is always a challenge, and it's our identity and then the identity that is beyond us, right? But right now, it's like so many people's identities have been super challenged. There's been so many people who have had to stop working because their children weren't in school. So they no longer have a work identity. There's been people who have lost their jobs, so they lost that identity. They lost those friendships. They lost, all that meant. There's been people that have moved and had to start a new something, that there's that whole identity loss, that you lost what was. There's people whose families have come apart at the seams during this time. There's families that have had a lot of people dying and are being sick. So our identities have gotten a big old kick in the butt. They've gotten a chance to shift, to let us know, there's the changes that we love and that we want to go towards. And then there's the ones that come upon us. And our identities, we're very attached to all of the hats that we wear, right? Our identity as, a mother, a father, an identity as a child, our identity, as a provider, our identity as a teacher, our identity as a lover, our identity as blah, blah, blah. We usually have myriad of identities. And this time is just like basically taking them in a jar, shaking them up and going, okay, how about that, How about that you are now a provider for taking care of other people who have been sick? How come, how about, so whatever our identities were, and it's almost like the more powerful that they were, they've just gotten reshuffled. And I know people that have had children all of a sudden become a family during this time. And I know people who have had, children leave this planet. I know people whose parents, both parents left. I know, we all have had a huge identity shifter. So what I want to talk to you about is, what is your identity really about? What is it about? Is it about external telling you who you are? Oh, I had people say to me, in their 60s, I'm now an orphan. No, you're not. An orphan means someone under 18 who no longer has parents, right? At 60, we are no longer an orphan. Is it challenging to lose your parents? Always. It always brings up that, that place of like, oh, wow, that support, that stability, that whatever that was, that's no longer there. So I'm not making light of it. I'm just saying we're being asked in this time to create an identity that is much more vast than what the outside world tells us we are. Doctor, lawyer, engine chief, teacher, guru, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the outside world identifies you as. What is much more important is, what is your real, true identity? Why are you here? We are not here for our job. We're not even here to be a parent. We are here to be ourselves. And in being ourselves, then we can be a giver. We can be a parent. We can be all these things. But being is not the same as your identity. Being can come from a place of having a full, connected identity. And along the way, we're asked to give up our identity many times. And sometimes we give it up like easily, like, right, going from being a child to a teenager, we're like, done with that, ready to be a teenager, right? Then we get to go to college and we're like, yeah, whew, I'm in college. And then we get to have our first job, And there's identities that we don't want to embrace. We don't want to embrace necessarily the identity of being a divorcee. We don't necessarily want to have the identity of being a bad parent. There's so many identities that we want and that we don't want. And yet beneath all of those is your true identity. Why are you here? Why are you here? And I cannot answer that for you. I can help you answer that yourself. I have programs that do that. I have a whole mentoring program. But why are you here is one of the most important questions you will ever answer. And it has to do with the vastness of your identity. How vast are you willing to be? So Butterfly just flew through to talk about transitoriness of being here and the discovery, the why you're really here. What are you here to discover? And everybody's not the same of what you're here to discover this lifetime. But your identity is far more vast than any of your titles, including, mother, child, any of those. Lover, partner, husband, wife, none of those. Those are all aspects. But your identity is your I amness, your light at the core of you. And how are you feeding that light? No, I'm truly asking you, what are you doing to feed that light so that that light can come out into the world? In whatever arena it is to be in, but it's the light that people want. People want to know that you have seen them. And the only way that you can see them is not being so full of your angst and anxiety and identities that you can actually breathe and not be on your phone when you're in stores or, having dinner with somebody. Seeing two people at a table, they're both on their phones, you're kind of like, why did you even do this? You could be at home. You could be anywhere. Why are you here with this other person? Why are you here with you? And how can you get more deeply into you? Yes? So, there's a meditation that I love, and the mantra is Waho, 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 that opens up this cave. Guru, 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 Waho, 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 Guru, 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 Guru. If you do this mudra, have it right in front of your heart, which you can't see but just right in front of my heart, facing out, right? And let's try this 3 times on a breath. And then you do it out loud. Do it out loud for like 5.5 minutes, then do it in a whisper for 5.5 minutes, and then silent. And it will help. 5.5 minutes. It will help you to be connected to you. So, Waho, 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 Guru, 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 Waho, 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 Guru, 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 Waho, 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 Guru, 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 Guru. Take a breath in. Waho, 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 guru, 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 waho, 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 guru, 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 waho, 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 guru, 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 guru. Inhale. Gonna do this 3 more times. Waho, 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 guru, 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 waho, 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 guru, 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 waho, 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 Guru, 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 Guru. Inhale. Waho, 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 Guru, 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 waho, 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 Guru, 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 waho, 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 Guru, 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 Guru. Inhale. Waho, 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 Guru, 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 waho, 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 Guru, 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 waho, 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 Guru, 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 Guru. Inhale, last time. Waho, 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 Guru, 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 waho, 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 Guru, 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 waho, 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 Guru, 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 Guru. And inhale. Inhale more. Inhale more. Channel this energy right into your heart. And exhale. See into you. See why you're really here. That's your legacy. Because when you know that, you can live from that place of the depth of you, the divinity of you, the essence of you. And the rest of it will come into place. The rest of it will be much softer, kinder, more connected. If you feel that these videos are helping you and you would like more support, more information, more knowingness, because I believe that a really good toolkit and the support to create the habits, that's what will uplift you. That's what will keep you on track. And know that if you go down below and you just like this video, you leave a comment, you share it with others so more people can, benefit from this, send me an email. You will get a discount on a course that I have. Anyone that you want, I will give you a discount code for, so that it can serve you in your life to be more empowered, more connected. Be your own energy guru.